isn't the word, so we're going to try to be better. Lance, don't let me this one up. So maybe if you guys could hit the bleep button every time it slips out.
So they
Yeah, we'll get there. Some new faces here, man. I like this.
So they let you into Canada.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, man. Here. It was actually really easy to get in here. Really easy. Yeah. Hey.
I wanted to ask you about your relationship with Dricus, because if we look at the timeline, he said some stuff at the press conference. You tried to bite him. You DM'd him and said, I'm going to stab you. And then
No, I didn't DM him and say I'm going to stab him. I didn't DM him and say I'm going to stab him. I DM'd him and said, Dricus, whatever the fuck his name is, I like you. You're a fucking stand-up guy. You fight hard, you know. Yeah, you might be occupying a country, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. They're slowly taking that one back. Sorry, South Africans. But should I talk about this, getting along the woods? No, I just simply said, man, that, like, you know, that's a line that you probably, you know, I prefer that we didn't go there. And you guys, I shit on everybody. I mean, I make fun of your gay little pirate earring. I guess I say gay, right? That's different. Is that more on the
I say it's on the cusp.
The cusp, gay, yeah. So I can make fun of your gay little pirate ear, but so I go hard, man. I made fun of Sean O'Malley's wife, you know, getting by his buddy. I made fun of the cuck Ian Garry, you know, and like, but the difference is, and I was just telling DC this, like, dude, you went on a podcast and you joked about calling a homie to fuck your wife. Like, I didn't go like, you know, I didn't go make fun of anything that you didn't joke about. Like, you made fun of, like, this isn't traumatic for you. You just said, hey, man, I wanted my buddy to fuck my wife. You know, I wanted to throw her some D. And again, I'm not even hating on that. Or like the cuck Ian Garry. I didn't go out and say, you know, hey, I made up the definition of wag, you're a wag. You went out there and you put your wife front and fucking center. You put her front and fucking center. You made her design a shirt. You made her fucking hold the baby while you wear it, laugh it. You put her front and center. You are a fucking, you know, so it's like, I go hard on everybody. Sometimes some shit gets on me. I'm fully aware of that, but it is what it is, man.
So do you think this this new sort of angle people are using against you is, he can give it, he can't take it? Do you think that's fair, or do you think it's inaccurate?
Here's the thing, guys. I don't need to be right. The people. If one day I wake up and, like, you know, like the cucky and Gary, everybody hates me, you think I give a if I walk down the street and someone says, oh yeah, there's Sean Strickland, fuck him. I don't care. Enjoy. You better just do it far enough away because I'll hit you. I'm not Colby Covington, bro. I'm not like, you know, I'm not Chris Curtis. I'm not going to delete my fucking Twitter. Like, you know, enjoy, man. You want to go call me, you know, whatever you want, enjoy. Have at it. Just do it online.
When we look at Dricus as a fighter, right, he's been described as awkward as a view sometimes, but he's clearly a strong, physical guy in there. When you look at him and you look at it from a fighting perspective, where is he going to cause you the most problems?
Yeah, you know, I think it's going to be a harder fight than Izzy. You know, Izzy, it's going to be like, the thing about Dricus is, dude, he just likes to fight. You know, it's like, is he the best? Nah, probably not. But, like, he goes in there and he just fights to win. You know, that's a hard fight, man. I've trained with a lot of guys I'm way better than, and they just mentally want to be there, and that makes it a tough fight. But I'm better than him. I'm a better grappler. I'm better in jiu-jitsu. I mean, your accolades are, what is his accolades? He beat a dead horse, Derek Brunson. I mean, it's even in the UFC. Yeah, I mean, they cut him after that. That performance was so fucking terrible. Like, Derek Brunson, like, I think he might have died on the stool, dude. Like, we need to bring back TRT, man. Thank God you saw this fucking gone. You know, maybe we could bring back Derek Brunson. But, like, I mean, come on now. And then you go fight Whitaker, and Whitaker was a great fight. But it's like, I mean, was that the Whitaker we've ever seen? Whitaker quit, you know? Or maybe he's just that fucking good. But I just think he fought two dead horses. Put him out to pasture.
Last one for me. You know, you kind of made it clear that, you know, you're happy with the money, but you're not necessarily like, I'm the champion of the world, and you take value in that. What do you want your title reign to look like, right? You can fight the next guy, or you have people like Ian Garry saying he's going to come up and fight you, or Colby wants to fight you. So would you try and pick these money fights, or do you want to just make yourself known as the champion who fought everyone?
Dude, I don't give a about this belt. Like, this is the fucking Matrix, man. You guys understand, like, I like you guys. You guys are all good people, but, you know, like, what? I lose this fight, I go back to the in Apex and we do our little song and dance for a couple more years and I vanish, like, this is all. I love the UFC. You know, they give me lots of money. I'm happy, but like, we all know what I am. We all know what we are. Dricus might wear a suit and he might say that I'm the champion, I'm something, but you are a. You take your clothes off. Somebody says, I'm going to give you this much money to try to kill a man. And I don't know, how do I forget that? Do I just make believe? Do I just pretend I'm like a LeBron James flying around in a private jet? No, that ain't gonna happen. What you think do you think I can retire now? You think I got enough money to retire now? I'm a fucking champion of the world. You think I have enough money to retire now? No, I'm gonna be working my ass a job if I were to leave. Champion of the world means jack. So as far as a belt goes, favorite quote: "They'll fight for 10 a ribbon, giving 10 a ribbon. We're just a bunch of fools trying to get a check."
Sean, Neil Dave, you go ahead then.
In Australia, before you're on the fight, you kind of ran into some fans and you joked around.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have any run-ins with fans here?
Nah, man. I mean, it's so fucking cold here, you guys. I mean, how you there's a homeless tent outside. How the homeless here? I almost want to ask. Like, I want to get to know the homeless. Like, how do you live in this cold? But nah, man, we're Canadians. I think they're bigger in Canada. I mean, come on now, you guys. Like, they gave us hockey and they're not even good at it. Like, come on, dude. It's like, I like the jewelry, man. Looks good, dude. Yeah.
Damon Martin did an interview with a bunch of your former training partners and current training partners and coaches this week, and all of them had kind of glowing reviews of just training with you. Like Sam Alvey saying you're one of his favorite training partners. Brad Tavares said, just spoke glowingly of you. So do you think you're kind of misunderstood in the eyes of fans because the people that you train with every day only have positive things to say about you?
Here's the thing, dude. This is like the Trump-style media. I've never been a fan that doesn't like me. Generally, I meet people and we have great interactions and we ask for photos, but it's like, you fucks, no offense, you guys. I'm sure not of you guys are, and I'm sure not a lot of you guys are fucks. There's some cuts there. But, you go and like, you do these fucking headlines that, oh, Sean made fun of this, Sean made fun of that. Like, you guys are like, but that's how you get your views, you guys. You don't get your views reporting on good shit. You guys are the fucking, as they would say, drain the swamp. Like, you guys, but that's how you get your clickbait. You just can't be like, hey, Sean had a good day. He met so-and-so. You got to be like, hey, Sean said something racist. He made fun of his co-main event. Like, that's how you guys get your views, man. So just, your world is not the real world. You know what I'm saying?
Sean right here. Just to follow up on that, to your right.
Oh, right, man.
Last time we saw you.
That's quite the beard, man. That is quite the beard.
It is. It migrated from my head. I can't.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
Last time we saw you in Canada was in Moncton in 2018. And the Sean Strickland of 2018 was a very different person. The answers to the press were yes, sir, no, sir. And at some point you kind of, well, actually, I want you to tell us, did you find yourself? Did you become more comfortable? Was there realization that I got to start saying more to get the attention?
Man, a lot of it was like where I came from. So I came from being a white trash, shaved head, kicked out of school for a hate crime. I came from being like such a piece of shit. So it's like, whenever I got in front of a camera, you look at your peers. You look at the guys at the time who were the champs, and they carried themselves so well and they wore suits where you're like, man, I want to have money. I want to distance myself from who I was. So I really tried to fit that image, and I hated it, man. Every time I wore a suit, I feel like I just felt like, I felt like I didn't belong. I didn't feel like I didn't fit. And I tried. I thought I'd make more money that way, but it's apparently not. And then after my motorcycle accident, I'm still missing my leg. They pretty much, I was just going to come back. I had like 2 more fights left on my contract. I was going to come back and check and just go be a welder or something. But it just worked out, man. Honestly, it's way more freeing not to have to like try to fit the mold of a superstar. It's like, it's way better.
In terms of Dricus, we've heard a lot about him getting his nose fixed and how his cardio is better. We didn't get to see a full 3 rounds with Rob, but what's your thoughts on his cardio? Can he hang in there with you for 5 rounds?
Yeah, I'm sure he can, man. I mean, it's getting his nose fixed. I didn't know his nose was broken, but apparently. Dude, yeah, man. Like, we'll find out. I think I think mentally I'm prepared to die in there as always. Always, that's my mindset, you know. And I never really game plan. It's just going in there and do work. So here we are.
Last one for me. UFC 300 is right around the corner. If they came to you after this and said, "Hey, Sean, can you make that turnaround?" Izzy wants to run it back. Is that something you would do?
Yeah, fuck, man. As of all things, how much money you paid me? As of now, no. But how much money you paid me?
Thanks.
Sean, Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press. Welcome to Canada.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, fucking the Canadian Press, man. Were you a COVID bank account stealer too? Were you on board with that?
No,
Are you left wing or right wing? Were you a Trudeau? We got one of the fucking commies with the press. We got to know where this man stands. Were you non-biased?
I think I'll ask the questions here.
Oh, he thinks he'll ask. Oh, no. Maybe I should just pass on this mother. He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back and give my bank account information to Trudeau.
Well, it's probably a good bank account. I wanted to ask you about what life has been like as a champion. I'm sure there have been a lot of pluses, but maybe a few minuses. You're in the public eye now. What has it been like in the short time since you've had the belt?
Oh man, guys, nothing changes, man. You go to Walmart, you get recognized more, but like, you know, my bank account's a little bigger. I mean, it's a little bigger. It's not much bigger. It was a little bigger. I'm not gonna retire after this one, win or lose. You know, I'm not gonna go lay in a bathtub with flower petals, but I don't know, man. It's like, do you guys think that you get a belt and like everything changes? Like, what do you think happens? Like, I get a belt and everything, like all of a sudden, like my dick's made of gold. Like, what do you guys think happens? I get like, what do you think? You know, nothing changes. I'm still the same. I just have this metal. I'm sure it's not even gold. I just have a metal gold-plated belt in front of me.
Hey, Sean, over here. I saw you train with Johnny Eblin.
Oh, here's a Canadian.
That's right.
You're not a dirty liberal, though. I've known you for a while. You don't ruin our friendship. Are you a fucking liberal?
I'm not a liberal. No.
Okay.
I didn't vote for Trudeau. Johnny Eblin. What was it like getting to train with?
Wait, you say you're a liberal for Trudeau?
No. I said I was. I did not vote for Trudeau.
Oh, there we go. This guy's the man. That's not the guy. This guy's with the fucking opposition, man. Who gave this guy a fucking press badge?
Johnny Eblin, though. What was it like getting to train with him?
Oh, Johnny's a man, dude. Johnny's a fucking man, dude. He world champion. You know, I think as him being in Bellator, he doesn't get the respect he deserves. You know, because it's Bellator. But now he's going to PFL. Yeah, he's a savage, bro. Yeah, I was
just going to ask, like, getting to train with him. Did he come and help you for this fight, or he just came through and you got to train with him?
No, so me and him, we've known each other for years. We've been training together for years. Every time I'm in town, I train with him. He's in town, he trains with me. So it's like, I think it just kind of happened to be that way. But yeah, it was fucking good, man. He's a fucking savage. You know, a lot of Bellator guys and PFL guys, they don't get the respect they deserve. But he's a fucking savage.
And just looking ahead here, you referenced Ian Garry earlier. It seems like he does want to move up and fight you at some point. Do you want to fight him, or is that something you're not even worried about?
This is what the UFC. Here's the thing, man. I think rankings should matter. You know, does he really want to fight me?
He said it in an interview. He says he wants to move up and fight you in a couple fights.
Oh, what a fucking cunt! What a like God. Ian Garry is such a cunt, dude. When you guys interview him, like, do you ever ask him, like, hey, like, you know, like, do you ever ask him, like, what are you gonna do when she's 60 and you're 40, and like, are you allowed to fuck other women, like, what do you like? What a God, I hate that guy. I hate that guy so much.
So is that a no, or
if Ian Garry is right in front of me, I'd fight him. Ian Garry's he's a piece of shit, you guys. Like, I think we could all agree that Ian Garry is a piece of shit. You know, could I get a raise of hands? Everybody's raising their hands. Congratulations. Thank you guys. But I mean, he's a piece of shit. Like, what do you think about him making fun of what do you think as a Canadian,
I don't think he should lock his account when he's, you know, going after Jeff Neal and Neil Mann.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. You know, I mean, after I did that, I posted my mugshot, you know. Funny, my charges are way more serious than fucking Geoff Neal's. Whatever it's Jeff Neal, Geoff, not a guys, I dropped out of
Jeff Neal, I think.
I dropped out of school. I actually like that guy. I actually messaged him before. I was like, hey, man, can I post a picture of your mugshot? It's funny. And he was like, yeah, no worries. But I'm going to post mine next to it. But yeah, no, Ian Garry, he's a weak man. He's a fucking weak man. And this is what I try to tell people, man. You meet these all day long, and they smile, and they shake your and they smile, but really like their core is rotten. And like you look at me, and I'm an ass in front of this liberal. You know? Like, no offense, man. I mean, you know, we I guess we need liberals, you know, kind of, maybe not. But you look at me and I say hard shit, like I make fun of my main event. I say hard shit, like, oh, Sean, I'm not an ass. I say everything. I'm just saying what you're thinking. Ian Garry is and he hides who he is.
And not looking past Saturday, do you have a preference of who, you know, if all goes well, you get the win. Would you have a preference of Chimaev, or would you want that fight back with Cannonier?
Well, it's kind of hard, man. I'd prefer somebody new. Chimaev, I mean, rankings matter, dude. Like, why? Like, has Chimaev ever fought an 85er? Yeah, but who's he? I mean, he had not a ranked 85er. Then he fought. He took Usman off the couch for a week. Like, come on, dude. Like, stop at UFC. Like, go back to being a real sporting event. Go back to rankings. I don't give I don't give a who it is. Make the stack of money bigger. I'll fight you. You know. Yeah.
Sean, we were talking before about how you have so much respect from your teammates, from peers. You said you've had great interaction with fans pretty much all the time. I did want to ask, you know, you're in Toronto. Welcome. Glad to hear it. It's been great.
Are you Canadian?
Of course I am.
Are you part of the opposition? Are you?
I don't know how to phrase that.
I mean, you got like. Yeah.
Well, I did want to ask.
Did you vote for Trudeau?
You know, I'm not going to say.
And let me tell you something right now. If a man says he's not going to say, like, if you ask him, did you vote for Biden? He's like, well, I'm not going to say. That's none of your business. He voted for Biden.
Sean,
so hey,
Sean, I'm glad you've had great experiences.
So this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The enemy of Canada.
Sure.
All right.
That's what it's got to be. It's got to be. We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another. I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and someone says...
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse...
Are you... Let me know. Are you gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of... Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you know, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're part of the problem. You elected Justin Trudeau. Like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just pathetic. And the fact that you have no backbone, and has he shut down your country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself. Move the on, man.
That doesn't really answer the question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what, and will know what they stand for.
This guy's like, hey, this Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental illness, and now all of a sudden people like you have weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your shit you're peddling. The world is not saying, you know what, you're right, chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, you know, who they could school. I don't want my kids being taught about, you know, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that mother right there, asking these stupid questions. Sorry, I told the UFC I was being nicer. Lance, am I still good with this? Did I cross any lines? A little bit. Say the F word. You just brought this guy in here to piss me off.
You just did, but just to follow up, I mean, Rick.
Did I say it?
You just did.
No, I didn't say it.
Right there, you did.
Different F word, different word. Yeah. I'm trying to be good, man. I'm trying to be good. I like the gays. Here's the thing. I've never. You guys think I've ever shit on a gay man or shit on a gay one? I don't. I like the gays. It's freedom. We still have it in America. We'll teach you about it. You guys don't have freedom of speech. I'm surprised what I'm saying is probably gonna get the Canadian government to arrest me. So I don't give a who you. I don't give a what you want to do in life. But don't tell kids about it. Don't teach that in school. Don't push your agenda. Don't try to brainwash people. Don't try to go past parents. Don't try to go up past all this brainwash people. You
So to follow up, Raquel was in here earlier. She did pick against you, but you don't have any issue sharing a card with Raquel Pennington?
No, I mean, I don't give a here's the thing, guys. WNBA. Let's just be honest. I'm not going to be offensive when I say this. WNBA, NBA. Who watches what? Who makes more money? Women's MMA, sure, have women's MMA. Have it. I don't like to watch it. I don't think most people like to watch it. If the females MMA were to separate from a male MMA, no one's gonna watch this. No one wants to watch it. Just what it is, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Is what it is. Like, why is that a bad? Like, again, do you want to watch a sports car race a Honda Civic? No, you want to watch a sports car. There is a vast difference between men and women. Like, you even take this weak little Canadian stay next to you. He could probably beat up Raquel Pennington. Like, the fact of the matter is, like, any one of you could probably beat our co-main event in a fight. And now, I'm not saying you can't sit there and enjoy it, but like, I don't want to go see two little cats fight. I want to see lions fight. But here we are. They're great fighters, and let's go. Lance, is that good? Is that good? That's good though, right? I didn't say anything too offensive, did I? No, motherfucking good. He's my handler, you guys. I'm being good.
Last one. When Ian Garry says, you need therapy, do you agree with that at all, or is fighting your therapy? Like, where is your mind at on that kind of stuff?
I mean, I'm not one of those, don't do therapy kind of guys. Like, I think, some it happens to people and you should do therapy, but I don't need that. I know who I am. I know what I say. I'm aware of what I say. Like, I think I'm the sanest in this room, I mean, especially with this guy in here. But no, man, I'm solid, dude. I'm solid. I did cry on Theo Vaughn's podcast. That was a little awkward. But, we all have weak moments in life. That was just one of them.
Speaking of, I guess, that a little bit, your coach Eric Nixick said after the press conference, he described you as a little bit triggered, and he had to talk you down and talk about not fighting emotionally and stuff.
Oh no, I mean he sent me a message saying that, but I'm like, dude, I'm good, man. Like, I think that people see that and they see me, fight a man, and they think that's like a, I like to fight. That's the only thing in life that I like to do. So it's like, there's no emotions. It's just go in there and do work. All right, guys, I think they're kicking us off. Any more questions?
Yeah, just two more. They just posted the most recent episode of UFC Embedded, and it showed a little exchange with you and Dricus in the lobby. It seems like you guys were fairly friendly. What's your thoughts on him, right now on fight week after all these interactions 3 days away?
Man, it's not like you don't go in there, even when I fought Izzy, you don't go in there you think I'm laying in bed at night? Dick, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. No, that's not what it is, dude. This is my job. My job is to fight you for 5 rounds to try to put you away, and that's all it is. And that's Dricus. We don't go in there angry. Like, we're at this level, you guys. You think a NASCAR racer's driving the circle? Like, I'm gonna drive hard in the circle. Like, no, you just detach and you do fucking work.
And last thing, Australia last time, Canada this time.
Yeah, no. At least maybe a country of freedom of speech. I want to talk to this guy.
So where? What's
America, Vegas, America? Bro, anywhere in America. Hey, I mean, I like. Here's the thing about Canadians, guys. I love Canadians. I've never met a Canadian that I didn't like until today. Every time I meet a Canadian, they love guns, they love freedom, they like women, and I keep thinking, how come all these Canadians I know, how is Canada so fucked up when all these Canadians I meet are awesome? And I meet this guy, and I just think there might be a lot more of these guys I don't know about.
We'll see how the rest of your week goes. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, but anyways, better today, you guys. We're doing good things. We're growing as a person. I guess maybe the belt's rubbing off on me. I'm going to get a big sponsorships.